What's up and welcome back to my YouTube. Ew, I hated that. I'm so sorry. I'm never doing that again. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This angle is really awkward because like I have to sit like this in order for me to be in the frame, but it makes my back hurt. I decided that I was going to film a Q&A, like an updated Q&A, because like the amount of assumptions and questions that you guys ask on a daily basis, and everyone asks the same goddamn questions. It's never like anything different. Like the majority of the questions that I see are just like, I'll address them on like a live stream. And then it's the only question that anyone fucking asks every single live stream and in every comment section. I have to address it 40 million times. So I'm just gonna refer everyone to this video for future reference because I'm sick of it, okay? So I posted on my TikTok and I was like, oh, ask me questions. Let's get into the first and most asked question that I get every single day. It's not even a question, it's more so like an assumption. Mostly old men, but like old women too, and just like annoying ass people. They're always, the amount of comments that I get that are like, have you ever tried to stop drinking alcohol? Have you ever like thought about going to like AA? Have you ever sought help? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm literally 21 years old. I get that all the time. People are like saying that shit, and I'm just like, I'm 21 years old. I literally just started being able to like legally drink 3 months ago, and people call me an alcoholic. On a daily basis, I get called an alcoholic. And it's so like, that is like the only comment that like actually like makes me upset. Like I don't know, like usually comments don't really get to me, but that makes me really like upset and miserable because like I'm not an alcoholic. Just because I like to go out with my friends or like have fun and like drink wine does not mean I'm an alcoholic. I don't need alcohol. Like, I'm literally 21. Like, you guys aren't telling me like, and most of my stories, sorry, I'm like scratching my asshole. Most of my stories that like from my TikTok, like some of them that I tell are from when I was like in my college age. I still am in my college age. You're telling me that you didn't get drunk and you don't get drunk in college and like you don't party ever? Like you never do that? That's not a thing that you ever do? Like I don't drink every single day. Like I used to, like probably like a little like last year. Last year was kind of really bad for me. I drank like pretty much every single day with my friends, but I'm no longer friends with those people and I'm in a much better spot in my life. But I used to, I would say, like, have a little bit of an alcohol problem. Like, I didn't really see it as that at the time, but I did drink every single day. I got nothing done. I would wake up at, like, 3 p.m. every single day, like, just in time for work. I had no motivation to do anything besides, like, just, like, party and drink, which is fine. Like, we all have, like, our little phases or whatever. But I'm okay now, and like I drink like maybe 3 days a week, and because I like to, like I have fun with it. Like I like to, that's just an activity that I like to do. That doesn't make me an alcoholic, and I don't understand why everybody thinks that, but I just wanted to clear that up. Ew. Sorry, I'm like picking hair off of my sock. Ugh. What do you think is the most toxic thing you have ever done? Well, I can think of one that I'm not too proud of. So I have like a whole YouTube video on it. It's called like me being a psychotic ex. It's somewhere down there, like go find it if you want. But I told the entire story. But basically I was dating this guy for a really long time. And I then realized that I had a crush on somebody else. And basically I was like, there's no way I can actually be in love with this kid if I have a crush on a whole other different guy. So I decided to end things. I didn't think that like I wasn't planning on dating the other kid that like I had a crush on. It was just simply the fact that like I was interested in somebody else that kind of like sparked my like, you shouldn't be in a relationship if like you're having thoughts about someone else. It just doesn't work like that. So I ended things with him, but then I regretted it like the second I did it. Like literally 10 minutes after I did it, I regretted it. And he then realized his worth and I just couldn't handle it. And so for the next couple of weeks, I was like acting psychotic. Like you need to go watch that YouTube video. Like I was like sleeping on his deck every fucking night, like writing him letters. He wanted nothing to do with me. Like it was horrible. And basically like within that, like I manipulated him into thinking that like he was the one that was like missing out. I was like, I can't like grow up. I remember on one specific like time or whatever, I was like DMing him on Twitter because he blocked me on everything else. And I was like, you need to just grow up and be a man and realize what you're doing to me, like blah, 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 like manipulating him into thinking that he was the one that ruined the relationship, and in reality it was me. That was probably the most toxic thing I've ever done. He called me a toxic piece of shit after I said that, and I was like, wow, and like that kind of stuck with me, but that was definitely the worst thing. That's what I regret most too, like that whole thing that I did to him there was definitely awful. And I regret it every single day. What's your biggest pet peeve? You seem like such an accept everyone person, so I want to know. I am an accept everyone person. My biggest pet peeve, it's like this isn't really like deeper or whatever, but like when people are eating like fucking like ice cream or like something with mayo or something that's like white and like creamy, and they like leave it, and they're like talking to you and they leave it like on the corners of their mouth. It's so fucking gross. I hate that so much. But like real pet peeve, I don't know, when you can kind of tell that someone's just like acting to try to like impress others, if you know what I'm saying, like that cringy type of behavior, like that really pisses me off. What's your favorite drink? Like alcohol? So I switch in between 4. I can't mix things because that never ends well. So my favorite like 4 things to go in between are red wine, gin and tonics, dirty martinis, and vodka sodas, because like my palate's like evolved or whatever, and I'm like an adult now, and I like drink grown-up drinks, like, you know. Like funny story about that, like when I first started going to like bars with like a fake ID, I used to order like gin and tonics and stuff like that to like, and like dirty martinis to try to seem older, so like that they wouldn't card me, because I was always nervous about using my fake. So then I started just actually liking those kind of drinks, like the old man like by himself at the bar, like low-key drinks. I've started to drink like White Claws and stuff like that now though, because like my friends all drink like White Claws and like little kid drinks. So I do like those now. Did you always want to be a YouTuber / TikToker in that line of work, or was there something else you wanted to do before? I've actually like never like been interested in anything like that. That sounds like that sounds so like bland, but like I've never like thought of a career and been like, that's what I want to do when I'm older. Like I'm passionate about that and that's what I want to do. I've always like wanted to do YouTube since I was like bad young, and when I used to watch like Jenna Marbles and Shane Dawson, like in that time frame when I was in like middle school, and I would watch them, like I was always just like, I would die to do that. Like I would fucking die for that. So now even just having this like little piece of like being able to like do TikTok and YouTube, like it's everything I've ever wanted. And like obviously I take life like day by day. I don't really know like what, but like the reason I love social media so much is because it can open so many doors to like potential things that you can do for the rest of your life. Like it's all just like a big staircase, I think. And so I'm just taking life day by day and seeing what the fuck happens to me. Were you popular in high school, and like how was your high school experience? My high school experience was trash. I was a wicked shy kid, like I always have been. I'm kind of much better now, but in high school it was really bad. I didn't talk to anybody. I walked around with my earbuds in, looking at the floor because I was too anxious to look up and look in people's eyes. Like it was horrible. I ate lunch in the bathroom stall every single day. But if I was lucky enough, like a couple times a week, my mom would pick me up for lunch and we would eat in the parking lot. So I wouldn't have to like go in the cafeteria. Cause like when I first started going to high school, like I would sit in the cafeteria, but I would like be sitting by myself, and it just made me like really uncomfortable. So then I started eating in the bathroom, and I got bullied in high school, and like everyone thought I was weird because I was like a big One Direction fan, and like all I did was like all I cared about was One Direction. All I posted about on Facebook was One Direction, like, and I had not one friend in high school. It was insane. Not one person to talk to. It was horrible. Like I literally, like I remember when I would have to do like in front of the class presentations, my anxiety got so bad that like one time I just like went up to my English teacher and I just like begged her. I was like, please like let me do presentations like after class. And like, cause I stopped going. Like I would like if I was in class and my teacher would be like, all right, next time you guys come in, like you're all gonna like write this and like read it for the class or whatever, I would set an alarm on my phone, like a reminder to not go to English class that next time, because I knew that I would have to like present. So I would literally like skip class and like sit in the bathroom so I wouldn't have to present. So yeah. Where are you working in LA? I'm just doing social media right now. I like don't know if I was planning on getting a serving job, but I really don't know if I want to. I'm just like gonna see if it works out. Like I'm really just like risking it all right now. Like I'm just like out here. What do you smell like? Funny question, because I literally left all of my perfume in Rhode Island and I still haven't bought any. I brought my deodorant, but I left all of my perfume at home. I don't know how, like I managed to do that. I brought my Marc Jacobs Daisy, which is like my favorite perfume of all time, but it broke on the airplane. Like it literally like broke in my backpack, so I can't even use it. So I've been like trying to like suck like juices like out of the top, even though it won't come out, and like rubbing it on my neck. It like doesn't work. So I smell like skin. What did you do right after high school? I didn't graduate early. I did like an early exit program, which means like I wanted to get the fuck out of high school because I hated it so much. So I left the ending of my junior year and I did my whole senior year of high school at college. So I got college credits and while I was like still technically in high school. So I never had to go to that fucking high school. I just went to college and took like college classes. So that was like the best thing ever. I had such a great time. I did so good in school. And then I transferred to URI, University of Rhode Island. And my first semester I had a really bad breakup, the one that I was just talking about. And I literally like didn't leave my bed for like months. Like it was really bad. So I stopped going to classes and I fucked up that whole semester for myself. Then the next semester, I just sort of realized how much I hated school. Like I hate the social aspect of school. I hated all my classes. I was never interested in any of them. I didn't like my professors. I just hated everything about school. So that's when I kind of realized that like school is not for everybody. Like it's not like I need to figure something else out that doesn't have to do with school because it's just not for me. What happened with you and your boyfriend? I don't know why everyone says this every single day. I'm literally still dating him. Like we're still together. We kind of like jumped into things like really quick, and it was because like I met him through Caitlin and we started dating I think like a month after we met. Like he like asked me to be his girlfriend or whatever and I said yes. And I usually don't jump into relationships that quick, but like this was my thought process. Like we knew the whole time that I was moving to LA and he wasn't. Like I was just like moving and like leaving him and it sucked. But I didn't want him to think that I was gonna like fly to LA and like go out and party and like fuck a bunch of guys and like talk to a bunch of dudes. Like I didn't want him to like think that, because like that's not what I was planning on doing anyways. Like whether we dated or not, I was gonna stay loyal and like, because I really like him. And so we started dating, but now he's coming to visit for a month in November and I really like him and I'm really happy. But I hate when I get comments like every fucking day like, what happened to that guy from Rhode Island? I'm like, nothing happened to him. We're literally still dating. Like, I don't understand. What's your favorite thing about LA/California? So I moved here because like I always wanted to move to California for whatever reason. Like I've always just wanted to like kind of leave the nest and leave Rhode Island because I have a lot of bad memories in Rhode Island. And like I wanted to live in like a big city, like where there's a lot of shit going on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff where everything happens. But also like, I feel like I've always thought that like living in LA like is so motivational because like everyone around you, like what I've seen so far, like I'm so motivated all day every day to like get shit done because like everyone around you is like on their own grind and like getting stuff done, and it's very like just like motivational to be around. So that's what I like. Worst going out experience. Oh, this is a good one. I know this one. So worst going out experience. So like 2 years ago I went out with my girlfriend Val. And I used to be like pissed broke back then. Like I was literally living like check by check. And she like really wanted to go out this night. And I was like, dude, I can't. Like I have no fucking money. Like I can't go out. And she was like, I'll pay for your drinks and like you can just pay me back. I was like, all right. So she takes me out, like we Ubered. And so I had no money to my name. Like I had $0. So she was buying all my drinks. And then like she met these like old married men in suits. And we started talking to them, like having a good time, like whatever. We were at the bar. And then they established that they wanted to go back to these guys' hotel room. And at this point, I was like blacking out. I didn't feel good. I felt sick. I was like tired. Like, you know, when you're at that point of like being drunk, when you're just done and you want to go home and go to bed. I was at that point. So I was like, dude, like I don't want to fucking do this. But I just like went anyways because I was like, whatever. And I couldn't Uber myself back because I didn't have any money. Like we were literally just like using hers. So we go to these guys' hotel room and I literally just like laid on their floor and just like laid there. I was like, damn, we're gonna get kidnapped. Then they wanted to go to the fucking casino. I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to go to the fucking casino. So we go to the casino. I'm like, fuck this, dude. This sucks. I laid down on the floor of the casino and refused to move. These men were taking cash out of the ATM and waving it in me and my friend's face, and I refused the money. I was like, I'm not taking it. I don't want to fucking gamble with this money. I don't even want to take the money. Like, I just want to go home. Like, that's all I want to do is go home. So I forced her to Uber me home. So she stayed with them for whatever reason. I was like, come on, just please come back with me. But she wouldn't. So she stayed, and I Ubered home. And then I got all the way home, blacked out in the Uber, like I was like asleep in the Uber. So we finally get back, and I'm like by myself, and I go up to my room in my apartment building, and I realized that she had the key. She had the key. So I started bawling my eyes out. I was like, there's no way I have to like sit outside of my apartment while I wait for her like for hours. Like, there's no way I'm gonna black out and puke all over the floor. Like, it's just not happening. So I was calling her, and she like wouldn't answer, and she was like, I'm not bringing you the key, like blah, 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 like whatever. Like, I wasn't getting the key. So I called maintenance, and I was like, hey, like I'm locked out of my apartment, please come help me. And the guy was like, yeah, I'll be there in a couple of hours. I was like, fuck. I was like, fine. So I crawled down the hallway and fell asleep underneath somebody's doormat. I used like their doormat as a blanket, and it was so embarrassing. But yeah, so then I get a call. I wake up the next morning fully clothed in my bed, like with my shoes on and everything, and that's how you know like you had a bad night. So I get a call from my landlord, and he's just like laughing. I'm like, what? He was like, do you not remember? I was like, no. He was like, dude, the maintenance man just called me and said that he had to go to your apartment building, find you in the hallway, pick up your dead body from the ground, and tuck you into bed. What? Like, are you fucking kidding me? That was definitely my worst night out. What happened to your merch? It's sold out, but I have more merch coming out in a few weeks, so stay tuned. What's your sign? I'm a fucking Gemini, baby. Everyone thinks I'm a Pisces. I don't really know why. Everyone always guesses Pisces. I'm like, what? Your first high school party. I never went to a high school party. Never went to prom. Never went to a football game. I'm just like so quirky and different. No, I'm just like, yeah, I never went to a high school party. I went to parties after high school. What is your favorite wine? Prosecco and like Cabernet. I don't know. When did you peak? This is a fun question. I peaked about 2 years ago. I was a hot ass bitch. I was so fucking cute. I could eat and drink whatever I wanted and never gain a pound. Ever. Cause like I know I do have like a pretty good body now. Like I'm not gonna say that I don't. Like I'm not like whatever. But if I do like drink every night and like if I don't watch what I eat too, I gain weight like really fast. The story of losing your virginity. Oh God. I lost my virginity when I was 14. I was dating this kid, Jordan, for like a year. We were dating for like a while. So then we finally like established that we wanted to have sex. So we were at like my dad's apartment one night, and we had this planned out all week. We were like, oh, we're gonna have sex on Friday night and it's gonna be fucking magical. I was like, all right, sweet. So it's Friday night, it's December. I remember it was December, so it was freezing cold outside and it was nighttime. So we're like, all right, now's the great time to have sex. So we like left the apartment and we like walked to like these like sand dunes, and it was fucking freezing, it was raining, and we were in the sand and we had sex in the fucking sand. And it was painful and it sucked, and he had me like suck his dick first, which I didn't know how to do. So like I don't even think I did it. He like asked me to, and I was just kind of like touching it, and I was like, I don't think I can. Like I really just don't think I can. So then we just like had missionary sex in the sand in the cold rain, and it was really fucking horrible, but like whatever. What's your rice purity score? 8. Yeah. What age did you first start drinking and smoking? 16 for both, I believe. Do you only wear lashes or other types of makeup? I only wear lashes, so I have like lash extensions, but I do wear like bronzer every day. I just use like the Hoola bronzer, and I just like put it on my bare skin, like just like right there. It's not even there anymore. Like I think I washed it off. But when I go out, like if I'm like going out in the town or whatever, I'll put like concealer under my eyes, and I'll do like fake freckles and the bronzer and chapstick. That's my makeup routine. Oh, and I'll do like mascara on my bottom lashes sometimes too. What's the craziest thing you've ever done for a boy? This is actually a really funny story. I'll tell this one. It's not really something, it's not crazy, but I liked this kid once. Well, I didn't really like him. He was kind of just like he was kind of like a rebound after like one of my relationships. So we've been talking for like 2 weeks, and we were driving around one day, and I was like, you want to be like spontaneous and like go to a concert tonight? Because Astroworld was happening in Boston that night and we weren't going. And he was like, yeah. So I bought him, listen to this shit. I bought this kid a Travis Scott ticket and one for myself. They were like $450 each. I bought our hotel room. I bought our gas for the entire way there, and I bought our dinner, and he never even said thank you. Never said thank you. And I did it for him to like think that I was like such a spontaneous girl, and like I just like to like do stuff like that. And I did it to like impress him. It was fun and all, but like he literally didn't even say thank you. I was like, excuse me, bro, like, can we not? How many boyfriends have you had? 4? Well, including like, so I had 2 like stupid middle school relationships that like didn't count, where we were dating for like 3 weeks and we were like, I love you, babe, so much more. Like those kind of relationships. I had like 2 of those, and then I had like 4 real relationships. So 6, but like technically 4. Okay, that's gonna be the end of that because I'm done answering questions. I think now I'm going to, so I haven't smoked in a week because I have this like theory that like, so smoking definitely like helps me feel better when I'm sad. So like whenever I'm sad, like over the past couple of years, like I'll just smoke because like it makes me happy. Like, and it takes me out of like my depressive episode. Like it's fine, like it makes me feel better. But like if I'm not sad, like I haven't really been seeing the point in smoking because like I'm just used to smoking by myself every night and just like, I don't know, as a way to like, I don't know, it's just like an activity of mine that I like to do. But it makes me like anxious. Like it makes me like more anxious than like happy. So like I haven't smoked in like a week because I don't see the point in it anymore. Like I don't think that it's really doing any good for me because it's kind of just like makes me like all anxiety and shit. But I kind of want to smoke right now and watch a horror movie, but I think that's a really bad idea because I get paranoid when I smoke weed, and I don't think that I should combine that with like watching a horror movie and smoking. So I think I might just watch a horror movie by myself and then cry about how my boyfriend's not here to hold me. I miss him so much. So yeah, I'm gonna fuck off now and go do that. Thanks for watching. Please don't ask me any of these questions ever again because I am never responding to them again. The amount of times that I've answered these questions on TikTok lives is like insane. Like my voice hurts and my head hurts from even thinking about it. So anytime somebody asks me one of these questions, I'm referring you straight to this YouTube video and telling you to go suck a dick. I'm kidding. I love you guys so much, but it's just like really annoys me sometimes. Look how like rosy I am right now. I'm like sweating, but I'm still wearing like a sweatshirt. I'm gonna like go hit the sack now. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm gonna check the mail. Yeah, I might do that. Okay, I'm just like talking to myself now because like I don't really know what else to say. Bye guys. I love you so much. I do actually love you guys a lot, and I appreciate everything that you guys do for me. So please like this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe and do all that fun stuff to like support me. Show your support. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna stop fucking rambling right now. Bye. I love you. I just puked in my mouth. Oh my God, where'd that come from? Ew. Okay, I just vomited in my mouth and it was really hot. It was like hot liquid. You guys don't care about that. Bye.